Today on the Southern California Real Estate Report, we talk about rents. Stay tuned.
Good morning. Welcome to Southern California Real Estate Report. This is Bob McGuire and Danielle Wise coming to you from San Diego, California. So we just closed out the third quarter. And so a lot of the conversation that we've had on Southern California Real Estate Report has been related to the multifamily market and specifically to rents. So outside of the different developments, the new projects that are going on that have been driving a lot of these high rents, now we're seeing kind of a change. So this is a CoStar article, and it's from November 2nd, so relatively recent. The multifamily rent growth came to a halt over the month of October. So it's the first month-over-month decline in asking rents since April of 2020. And rents fell at a similar pace in April. And the interesting thing is about CoStar is, in a lot of these larger properties with the larger institutional owners, they have like a daily asking rent number. So if you went to rent an apartment, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in Little Italy from, let's say, Archstone, they use a pricing metric that basically generates what that rent's going to be per day. And so CoStar kind of does the same thing through their apartments.com website that they own. So they can, aggregate all that data and then figure out kind of what the daily asking is. And so rents have obviously grown at a massive pace here in the market over the past 12 months, rising almost as high as 12.3%, and just below the peak they're saying at the end of the third quarter. But then, it kind of came to a halt here in October, and it dropped about a 0.5% from where it was. So, the question is right now, and what people are trying to kind of wonder is, and it's the same on the residential real estate side, I'm hearing that home sales too are kind of pulling back a little bit. And so, when you look at what's happened in San Diego over the last year, you've had this massive rent growth. Now we're coming into the holidays, things like that. Maybe people aren't moving as much. Maybe there's not as much inventory. Or is this sort of an indication of what's to come, that maybe rents now are going to kind of taper off and pull back? So it's hard to say. This definitely gives you some insight. But, it's probably a good thing to see things slow down a little bit.
Yeah, I think that it's probably pretty normal over this time of year to slow down a little bit too. And things have just been so crazy and so hot that to see a little bit of a slowdown, I think is probably healthy. I mean, there's only so much growth you can have in, a short period of time. Yeah. That seems reasonable, and I think we've really kind of hit that.
Yeah, and when you look at that, I mean,